Le Nissan Kick-Play 2025 a beaucoup de plus. Apple CarPlay intégré pour jouer vos tunes préférées, des fonctions avancées de sécurité, un rendement énergétique remarquable, puis même la petite odeur de char neuf qu'on aime tant. Tout ça en plus pour moins. Le Nissan Kick Play 2025 est le véhicule neuf le plus abordable au Québec. Achetez-le à partir de seulement 22 774 $, incluant un rabais à l'achat comptant de 2 600 $. Profitez de cette offre avantageuse chez votre concessionnaire dès maintenant. Jusqu'au 2 mars, des conditions s'appliquent. Détails chez Nissan.
Let's try and get you some news on getting a job. We know a lot of people have been laid off. We've seen record levels of employment benefit claims in this country. But there is a hiring boom in the essential services sector, and they do need you. Joining me on the line is Marc Fortin. He's president of the Retail Council of Canada in Quebec. Hi, Marc.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing okay. You holding up all right?
I'm holding up okay.
So let's talk about the quote-unquote hiring boom in certain industries. What are we seeing in Quebec? Who is hiring en masse right now?
Well, of course, on the essential services, as you mentioned, and those are basically the food industry, the pharmacies, and the hardware stores as well. So those are essential, and they are hiring. So if you look at all the food retailers, basically, there's about 8,000 jobs, different jobs right now across the province on their sites. So they are hiring. Walmart said they're hiring 10,000 people across Canada. A big group of that will be in Quebec as well. They're one of the essential services because they do sell food, and they're hiring. So anybody that's looking to work and not stay home and wants to do that, and they're healthy, of course, that's number one. Please check out their websites and apply.
And is the distribution centers the backbone? Is that really a big part of this, or is this more like the people in the stores?
It's both. So we're looking for truckers. We're looking for lift operator. We're looking for people for the warehouse centers. We're looking for people for the stores as well. As you've seen in stores, people have been rushing in, buying a lot of products and stocking up, but we need to stock back the shelves. So we need people to help out in stores as well.
And I got to ask you about what's the pay situation for these jobs? Have you seen significant movement where the pay has increased to a point where, you know, this is really an opportunity for some people who may be expecting some government benefits to kick in? Is the pay now at a level where, you know, people should consider getting back into the workforce if they can?
So two components of that. Yes, I would say, because everybody in the retail food industry, all of the members have increased their salary by $2 an hour. If you look at the warehouses and you look at truck drivers, that's another ball game. Truck drivers have to have their license. People that work or the employees in the warehouses, a lot of these jobs are unionized, so the pay grade is also higher than what you would see in traditional retail stores. So we're talking about a different ball game. When we look at what was announced by the federal government, not everybody's going to have access to that. So let's be clear. We've had some people come up to the store owner say, "Oh, can you fire me? I'm going to take the program and stay home." It doesn't work like that. So it's not that accessible. People need to really look into that. There's some restriction and there's some condition that needs to be fulfilled to be able to have that.
Can we talk about skills for a bit here?
Yep.
You know, I hate the term unskilled labor. Every job has skills, right? So
yep.
What are the skills that you need? And to that end, are a lot of these jobs things that, you know, require minimal training so that just about anyone can get in them?
Well, some of them do. You're right. So if you're looking at in-store, if you're going to help out to fill the shelf and to answer the customers, always keeping a physical distance and help them out to make sure that they know where the products are. Anybody that has a capability to talk to people and can understand this product goes there, anybody can do that job. If you're looking at the warehouse, then you have to have certain skills if you're gonna be a lift operator. Other skills are not necessary in the warehouse if you're just gonna pick and different products to create the order, you'll get trained for that. So you'll have a training to be able to do that, and it's pretty intuitive, and the tools you're using are very, very easy to use, and they're very intuitive as well. So you don't need a ton of training. For truck drivers, you need to have your license. So there's a certain training. You need to have your licenses. But if you look at restaurants, all the restaurants unfortunately are closed. So a lot of truck drivers that used to bring the different orders to those restaurants, if they're looking for work, we're hiring. Come on our websites and apply for the position and join us in the time being, so we can keep Canadians' table full, and we can make sure that nobody is going to go hungry in the next 6 to 8 weeks, and make sure that the products keep flowing to stores constantly.
We're with Marc Fortin. He's president of the Retail Council of Canada in Quebec. Marc, I got a great question on our text line here from somebody listening to us right now.
Sure.
At a time like this, we're an Anglophone radio station. We're an English radio station. A lot of our listeners, most of our listeners are Anglophone. Some of them have limited, and the vast majority of our listeners are fluently bilingual, but some of them have limited French skills. Is this a time where someone who's got less than maybe the perfect scenario requirement of French language skills, can they get hired at a time like this maybe a little bit easier?
Yes, definitely. And depending on the jobs too, if you're using certain tools, you can switch the language on those tools when you do the picking to English. So you're able to do the work in the store. And again, depending where you live, you can service customers in English, or if you're filling the shelf, everything is doable in English on the tools that are being used as well. So yes, definitely.
On the flip side, are there some industries right now where that English skill is actually a real positive that employers are really looking for?
In certain cases, in some regions, yes, because depending where the products are coming from. So I'll talk for the producers. A lot of the producers that produce the products that are being sold in grocery are looking for employees as well. So look at their website. There's a website called à table, so at the table in French,
yes,
à table,
à table.
and that will show jobs in the production side as well. And there's plenty of needs as well on that side, where the English might be heads up as well, or more positive, because you're going to have to deal with the U.S. more and other places to ensure certain flow of raw materials.
Do you think as this progresses, as we head to warmer weather in the spring, and the farming season arrives in Canada, where we try and produce as much as possible, will the need for workers, Canadian workers, people from this country, people who are laid off, will that increase, you think, over the next little while?
Definitely, because farmers are looking for people. We are trying to resolve some of the issue with foreign workers that are specialized for farming to come down, but there's going to be some needs that are not going to be fulfilled, and there's going to be huge opportunities on that side as well, on the farming side.
If there are people here who are retired, I know the government made a call to retired healthcare workers, right?
Yep.
If let's say you're retired and but you're over 60, right? You're being told to stay home. Is there anything there where you're like, in certain industries we are still looking for that? Have you had discussions with government on that kind of stuff, on who you can call upon?
It's a great question. We're actually working with government right now to try to clarify that, because some of our members employ people that are 70 plus that like to go to work, like to see people, and we're trying to clarify if these people can still continue to come to work. So we're waiting for public health to confirm that probably today, or we're hoping today or tomorrow to have a confirmation. So I don't know yet. So we're waiting for the government to provide us a green light or a red light on that one.
One last question for you, Marc. Just, I know you'd mentioned go to certain company websites, let's say the Walmart website for job opportunities,
Yep.
that kind of stuff. But do you have any other online resources, tools that are top of mind for our listeners that they should go to?
Right now, go to Dollarama, go to Walmart, go to Costco, go to Metro, go to Loblaws, and go to Sobeys IGA. Those are the main website where you'll find actually more than 10,000 jobs right now for Quebec.
Wow, more than 10,000 jobs right now. Okay, Marc, listen, I want to thank you so much. Really appreciate the insight here.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, that's Marc Fortin. He is president of the Retail Council of Canada in Quebec.